Hello children, today I am going to explain the poem Four Little Foxes written by LEW. You will listen this explanation sincerely and I hope you will enjoy the video. So without wasting much time, let's begin today's session. This poem is written by LEW. Was born on 16th May 1888 and was died on August 17, 1954. He was an American author, lecturer and a poet. LEW spent years as a woodsman and a forest ranger, which influenced his nature poems. He was very interested in nature and Native American literature, and that's why his all works were based on these themes. Now if I talk about this poem, so this poem is about a person who finds a newborn baby foxes that have no mother since she was killed by a hunter's trap. Throughout the poem, LEW tells the poem about how someone found these newborn baby foxes and their hardships in life. These are some things the newborn foxes have to go through, and you can't imagine a life without a mother. A life without a mother means no food, no shelter, no warmth and much more. So the poet knows that it is going to be very difficult for these baby foxes to survive. That's why he begged nature to show some mercy on them. Now let's see stanza by stanza the explanation of this poem. Speak gently, spring, and make no sudden sound. For in my windy valley yesterday I found newborn foxes squirming on the ground. Speak gently. So here, when the poet found the four little cute babies of fox on the ground who were wriggling, means they were twisting and turning themselves, their body on the ground, he felt so much pity for them and he requested the nature to have mercy on them. As it was the month of March, spring seasons generally comes in the month of February, March, and you know that in the month of March high winds blow. So he is telling spring season to speak gently. Here speak doesn't mean talking or chattering like we human generally do. Here speak refers to the noise or the sound of the wind. And the poet had also requested the wind not to make any sudden sound. Why should the wind not make the sudden sound? Because in his windy valley, valley means valley here refers to those low land between two hills or two mountains. Okay, so he found newborn baby foxes between that two hills and two mountains. So he wanted them to make them comfortable, and that's why he is requesting the spring season to speak gently, means not to make loud sound. Otherwise these baby foxes get scared. Now let's see stanza number 2. Walk softly, march, for bear the bitter blow. Her feet within a trap, her blood upon the snow. The four little foxes saw their mother go. Walk slowly. Now in this stanza, walk softly, march, for bear the bitter blow. her feet within a trap, her blood upon the snow. Here the poet does not know, he has no idea what would had happened to these cubs' mother, these baby foxes' mother. And that's why he imagined that hunters might have killed their mothers. So he is requesting the month of March to walk slowly and gently, means softly here means slowly and gently. He requested the month of March to stop blowing cold and harsh biting winds. Forbear the bitter blow means, forbear means to stop, just to stop there. So he is requesting the month of March to just stop blowing your harsh biting winds. And as he says that her feet within a trap, her blood upon the snow, means here the poet guessed that the hunter might have killed their mother by trapping her, and her blood shedded on the snow. He also guessed that these little baby foxes might have seen their mother was killed, how their mother was killed or trapped by the hunter. That's why he says that the four little foxes saw their mother go. Means he is guessing, he is just guessing, he is unaware of the real fact, but he is guessing that these baby foxes might have seen how their mother was killed or trapped by the hunter, and how that hunter might have taken their mother away from there. So that's why he is requesting the month of March to walk without making any noise. Walk slowly. I hope you have understood till here. Now let's see stanza number 3. Go lightly, spring, oh, give them no alarm. When I covered them with boughs to shelter them from harm, the thin blue foxes suckled at my arm. Go lightly. Now the poet is telling to the season of spring that please go gently. Give them no alarm. Here alarm means indication that spring is going from there. So he is requesting the season of spring to go lightly, means go slowly without making any noise, and don't give any indication that you are blowing from here. These foxes are already very scared. The poet realized that they might be feeling cold or they might be shivering. So what he did? He covered them with boughs to shelter them from harm. Boughs means large branches of trees or dry leaves, that is boughs. Okay, so large branches you can say. So he covered them with those large branches to make shelter for them, so that they can protect themselves from this bad weather. The thin blue foxes suckled at my arm. Now what does this line mean? This phrase, thin blue foxes. Here the poet is referring them as weak or vulnerable by saying thin blue foxes. The poet says that the foxes are very weak, they are very vulnerable, they are very thin, because they have not eaten anything. They are described here as blue, which means they are very, due to bad weather, due to cold weather, they have no protection from the frost and snow. They become very weak. They are not in the condition to protect even themselves. So that's why he says that when I covered them with boughs to shelter them from harm, means when he helped those baby foxes to cover them with dry leaves or dry branches so that they can protect themselves from this bad weather. These thin, weak baby foxes suckle at my arms. They just become very comfortable with the hand of the poet, as if they are feeling the warmth of their mother. Now let's see stanza number 4. Step softly march with your rampant hurrian, nuzzling one another and ripping with pain. The little foxes are shivering in the rain. Step softly. Now again, as when he saw that how these baby foxes are shivering in the bad weather, in the cold weather, they were shivering because of the rain, because they have no shelter to protect themselves. They are just nuzzling one another. They are sitting so close to one another. They are just overlapping one another, and they are crying. They are screaming with pain, with hunger. These all things was clearly visible by the poet, and which he cannot bear it anymore. So that's why he again requested, he begged the month of March to go slowly, to step softly with your rampant hurrians. Means the way the month of March is very harsh, the winds blow very strong, it's a bitter cold. So he is requesting the month of March to be very gentle, to be very soft toward these baby foxes, because they have no shelter, they have no food to eat. They are in pain, they are screaming in pain, they are in fear without their mother. So he is requesting again and again to the month of March to show some mercy toward these baby foxes. So students, what we learned from this poem? We learned that we must be very kind and merciful toward those non-human creatures also, because they cannot speak their pain, they cannot speak their emotions, but we can understand them by helping them, by protecting them, by providing them proper food and shelter. I hope, student, you will learn this lesson and you will also follow it in your life. Protect animals, save them, and do as much as you can do for them. That's all in this video. Thank you so much for watching till here. I hope you have enjoyed this poem. Stay healthy, safe, stay fit. Thank you so much.